What's good, everybody? We're back here with another video, another reaction. We got this reaction called, baby, what we got?
Kodak Black Assassin Attempt. I don't know what the attempt part is about, but
Somebody tried to assassinate him.
how did they attempt? Like, you attempt to off somebody? Like, it didn't work?
They didn't succeed.
No, that says attempt.
Yeah, they didn't succeed. So, they tried, but they couldn't do it. Alright, we'll go ahead and get into the video.
The rap game can get deadly. From shootouts to stabbing to assassination attempts, there's no telling what's gonna happen when you step outside as a rapper. The most recent artist to face an attempt on his life is none other
Not
than
Kodak
the Project
Black
Baby himself, Kodak Black. Let's take a look at what happened.
Apparently he
Kodak
was
Black
different.
is one of the most popular rappers coming out of Florida. He started releasing music in 2009, but began to gain national attention
Lamar
after Drake
homeboy.
posted a video of himself dancing to the Florida rapper's song Skirt in 2015. Not long after that, Kodak signed to Atlantic Records and became one of rap's new rising stars. However, aside from his music, Kodak is known for being a genuine artist who lives the life he talks about in his rhymes. He grew up in a rough part of South Florida called Pompano Beach and was raised by a single mother who was a Haitian immigrant. He was expelled from school in the 5th grade for fighting and was arrested for stealing a car in middle school. However, he was always a smart kid and used to read dictionaries and thesauruses to further his vocabulary. Kodak started rapping at just 12 years old under the name J Black and used to record his music at a local trap house. But being in and out of jail for most of his teenage years and early 20s has slowed Kodak's career trajectory. Kodak was put into a youth detention center 3 times in 1 year as a teenager and has served time for a long list of charges that range from armed robbery to false imprisonment of a child. Most recently, he was arrested for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and lying on a government document after he illegally purchased a weapon from a legal weapons dealer, then tried to smuggle it back into the United States from Canada. Kodak lied on the application when purchasing the gun, claiming that he was not a convicted felon. When he tried to cross the border with the gun, authorities ran a background check and arrested him on several charges. Due to his long list of previous offenses, Kodak was looking at some serious time for the gun charge and accepted a plea deal of 46 months. However, Kodak only served a fraction of that time after he was pardoned by former President Donald Trump in 2021. Check out our video on rappers pardoned for their crimes for more info on Kodak's presidential pardon. Kodak was released in January 2021, however, his legal battles are not quite over. He still has to face a sexual assault charge in Florence, South Carolina, over an incident that allegedly occurred in February 2016. However, for now, Kodak is a free man and has been enjoying his freedom since being pardoned. But Kodak is a magnet for controversy and has been involved in several online beefs in the short amount of time he's been home. First, he got into it with Pooh Shiesty, the hottest up-and-coming rapper out of Memphis who signed the Gucci's 1017 label in 2020. Pooh Shiesty is known for his iconic burr ad-lib that sounds like a purring cat and his love for spreading cash along his arm in videos and IG posts. Kodak took to Instagram to throw some shade on the up-and-coming artist, claiming that he started the spreading money trend and that these new rappers were trying to steal swag while he was locked up. Pooh Shiesty got pretty angry about Kodak's comments and fired back, claiming that
I spread money first. No, I spread the money first.
Like little kids.
I did it.
I spread it on my leg first. You try to do it on your
own. He's
own.
been spreading money like that for years. Before this incident, Shiesty told Hot New Hip Hop that Kodak was on his top 5 favorite rappers list, so the beef was pretty serious. However, the feud seemed like it was short-lived. Shiesty posted a series of photos to Instagram with the caption, "Anyone that got smoked with me got shot or tried to fix it." Kodak commented underneath saying, "I can relate, lil' bruh, I can relate." When a fan questioned if Kodak was trolling, he replied, "No, that's bro." So it seems like Kodak and Shiesty have patched things up, although neither has confirmed or denied this publicly. However,
I don't know, because he said, no, that's bro. Like, he could have been saying, like, no, that's him that's trolling, not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be interpreted either
Pooh
way.
Shiesty isn't the only person Kodak has gotten into a beef with since coming home. Kodak also reignited an old feud with producer Southside of 808 Mafia over Young Miami from the City Girls. Kodak and Young Miami were once involved romantically, but while Kodak was locked up, she announced that she was expecting a baby with Southside. This prompted Kodak to release a freestyle over the phone from jail where he threatened to punch the pregnant rapper in the stomach. In the freestyle, Kodak raps,
Kodak, please make up your mind, because you just had a song about JT trying to eat the booty. Now you talking about Miami and stuff. Like, you can't go with both of the girls, bro. You gotta pick one.
I bought Young Miami a ring. She wanted 808 baby. When I see her, I'ma hit that in the stomach. The way I keep my shit too real, they say I'm fucking up my money. This freestyle understandably rubbed people the wrong way, and the public were outraged by Kodak's threats that he would assault a pregnant woman. Kodak later responded with a public apology on Twitter to both Miami and Southside. However, that didn't kill the beef. Earlier in April, Kodak went on his Instagram Live and started singing the name Carisha Brown, Young Miami's actual name.
Carisha Brown.
Say
He
his
even
song
went
for
as
the
far as
city
pinning the
girl.
name in the comment in the feed, so fans would make no mistake about what he was saying. He even mentioned Southside by name, which prompted an angry response from the producer. Southside had been in the middle of another public feud with rapper Lil Uzi Vert after Uzi got into it with Miami on Live. Lil Uzi is currently dating the other half of the City Girls, JT. Uzi and Miami were in an Instagram Live session together where things got tense, with Miami saying that she and Uzi don't have to be friends. Southside didn't take kindly to Uzi messing with his baby mama and took to Instagram to threaten the rapper. Southside went pretty hard on Uzi, telling him to stay the little weirdo he is and not to argue with his girl anymore. Many thought that this was a bit of an overreaction. Even though Miami is the mother of his child, the fight between her and Uzi clearly wasn't all that serious. Plus, Uzi never portrayed himself to be a super tough rapper, so it seemed a bit weird that Southside would get so aggressive with him over a simple argument.
People gotta realize people take stuff differently.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people don't play about like their baby mamas or their sisters or stuff. So it may seem simple to y'all, but
So when Kodak chimed in and mentioned his BM by her actual name, the producer went off. With Kodak, he keeps it short and simple, telling the rapper that he's a bitch, and the next time he's in Miami, he should pull up without security.
Yak, you still a bitch. We can bump too. I'll be back in Miami in a week. Pull up wherever we can bump.
This
Don't
is
bring no
always
security.
fussing at
Bring your niggas.
somebody.
I'm gonna bring my niggas. We can bump.
In another video,
Dang.
Southside went on to claim that Kodak and his crew don't run Miami and they should stay in Broward County.
Exception in Miami, nigga. Niggas don't want to shit in Miami. Niggas from Broward. They ain't
he
fucking
fuss more than
I run
anything.
Miami, nigga.
I never
Niggas just
If
hot.
you blink
Niggas
wrong,
doing too much. Niggas
he
don't
gonna
even come
fuss
to
at you.
Miami.
Not long after making these threats on social media, someone made an attempt on Kodak's life outside the McDonald's in Tallahassee. On Easter Sunday, Kodak dropped a song and video called Easter in Miami and performed at the Culture Fest in Tallahassee. The rapper and his entourage left an after party for the performance around 3 a.m. on Monday, April 5th, and decided to go get McDonald's, which Kodak mentioned on Instagram Live on his way there, and then people in the comments say he's being followed when Kodak noticed a gray Jeep Trackhawk on his tail. A group of other vehicles attempted to cut the crew off and pursue them to the McDonald's on the 600 block of West Tennessee Street. While Kodak was inside the McDonald's ordering food, someone in another vehicle opened fire on the rapper's car and ended up hitting one of his security guards in the leg.
No, Kodak over there, dude. Oh!
The security guard survived,
God
but was brought to
damn.
a local hospital and treated for the gunshot wound. Kodak took to Instagram to taunt his ops, posting a picture of his own car being towed with the caption, "That baby back, this is what you're supposed to shoot."
Okay, so Kodak goes inside McDonald's and then you shoot up the car.
You can shoot him, but you shoot up the car. You can
Once he goes in, then you shoot at the car. That he's not in because he's in McDonald's. Okay.
After investigating the incident, police determined that it was clearly a targeted shooting, and the primary suspect was none other than Southside. The investigation is still ongoing, and no formal arrests have been made, but it does seem like a pretty big coincidence that just hours after Southside told the rapper to pull up, someone tried to kill Kodak. However, Kodak is an artist who is both loved and hated. He's one of the most influential rappers of the new generation. However, he's made a lot of enemies as well, both in the industry and in the street. It may very well have been another op who tried to kill Kodak, but because Southside was the one making noise online, he immediately became the prime suspect. Hopefully,
One thing about online though, they do try to blame the loudest person. They don't, put that shot on the person that hated you for the past 3 years that's sitting in the corner staring at you. They always try to put it on the, I'm just saying.
police can find out who did it and put the issue to bed so that neither
Not saying
Kodak
he
nor
did.
Southside end up back in jail. But Kodak isn't the only Florida rapper to face an attempt on his life. This next artist crashed his Rolls Royce while being shot at with an AK-47 after allegedly angering the gangster disciples.
No.
Rick
Oh
Ross.
shit.
Rick Ross is a rapper and entrepreneur from Carroll
Not
City,
Rick
Florida.
Ross.
Ross is well known for his major hits from the early 2000s like Hustlin' and Aston Martin Music. But being a platinum-selling artist doesn't protect you from death threats or assassination attempts. And in 2013, Ross was nearly killed after someone shot up his Rolls Royce with an AK-47.
Dang.
Ross had been celebrating his 37th birthday at a venue on Los Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. He left with his girlfriend around 5 a.m., which is when his vehicle was hit. It caused him to lose control of his Rolls Royce and slam into an apartment building. Both Ross and his girl managed to escape the accident without any major injuries. However, they were clearly shaken. The shooter was
No
never caught.
shit.
However, many have attributed the incident to an ongoing beef Ross had with the gangster disciples. The GDs are a prominent street gang that began in Chicago, but have spread all over the country. If you've seen our
To the
past
wrong
videos on
place.
Chicago Drill, you know about the war that's currently raging in the city between the GDs and their ops. They don't take kindly to disrespect, and it seems like
they
Ross did something to
reacted to
piss
that
them
one.
off. In 2018, there was a massive indictment of the gang that revealed all kinds of crimes and threats they made over the years against members of the public, including Rick Ross. In 2012, Ross canceled a string of shows in Illinois, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Ross claimed that he canceled the shows because he didn't like how they were being promoted. But the indictment shows that around that time,
He knew they were gonna
GDs in
pop
those
up.
cities had made serious threats against the rapper's life, causing the artist to cancel shows in areas he may have problems. Apparently, they were angry because Ross had mentioned the founder of the GDs, Larry Hoover, in a song called BMX. Plus, he used their symbol on the cover of his bar mitzvah
Larry
mixtape. The GDs were demanding payment for the use of their symbol and appropriation of their culture, or else Ross would face consequences. Ross has faced many allegations of stealing street culture throughout his career.
Gotta keep some
Although Ross is
security.
respected in the industry, he was never a hardcore gangster and has faced criticism from street artists for portraying the image of a drug kingpin, when in reality, he went to college on a football scholarship and even worked as a corrections officer in prison for 18 months. His stage name is also the name of a well-known drug dealer named Freeway Rick Ross, who built a crack empire in Los Angeles in the 80s and ended up suing the rapper for stealing his image in 2010.
I remember that.
Although it was never proven that the shooting was committed by the GDs, the timeline makes sense. Ross had his fair share of beef with industry dudes, but you have to be a bit more cutthroat to light up someone's car with an AK. There were no other threats made by the GDs after that incident, nor were there any more attempts on Ross's life, which probably means that Ross pulled out the checkbook and made things right with the gang after nearly losing his life. But Ross and Kodak
You gotta
are
do
not the only
something.
Florida rappers to face an assassination attempt. This next artist is involved in an ongoing feud with another rapper from the same city that
That's that
resulted
boy.
in an attempt on his life at a local mall. Glock 9. Glock 9 is an up-and-coming rapper from Orlando, Florida, known for tracks like 10% and 223s with YNW Melly. He's also known for being involved in an ongoing war with another rapper from Orlando named Hot Boy that has allegedly claimed the lives of multiple victims. In October 2020, Glock was the target of a shooting at an Orlando mall and was arrested after it was discovered that the rapper had a warrant out for his arrest, stemming from charges related to a different shooting. Glock 9 is part of a crew called All Family No Friends, or AFNF, and Hot Boy is part of a crew called 438.
AFNF.
Although the two rappers used to be cool with each other, jealousy and competition ended up souring their relationship. They've been in
Yeah,
a heated
who sees
rivalry ever since
competition?
Hot Boy came home from prison over who's the top rapper in Orlando. This beef has resulted in numerous shootings that have left several victims dead, including not only gang affiliates, but innocent bystanders like 3-year-old LaQuayne James Felix Jr. and a Coe High School football star, Dexter Rents. The shooting at Millennium Mall was intended to put the beef permanently to rest by assassinating the leader of the AFNF gang, Glock 9. The shooter was a 19-year-old 438 affiliate named Trayvon Graham, who opened fire at Glock 9 in broad daylight in the middle of the mall. He missed his target and did not injure anyone else, but the bold shooting in a crowded commercial area terrorized the public and put authorities on high alert. Both Graham and Glock 9 were arrested, even though Glock was the target and hadn't done anything wrong on that particular day. He had a warrant out for his arrest for a weapons charge that related to a shooting that occurred back in July. Allegedly, the rapper was involved in a shootout
You're like a
that sent
baby.
stray bullets into a nearby home where a mother and her daughter were sleeping. No one was hit, but the shooting caused damage to the home and emotional distress to the woman and her child. The war between the AFNF camp and the 438 crew is well known by local authorities, and both rappers are under close surveillance. Glock 9 posted bail back in early March, and just hours after he was released, one of his affiliates, AFNF Meatmo, was killed. This deadly war is still ongoing, and it doesn't seem like either crew is willing to put the past behind them. Hopefully,
gonna
they
stop.
can reach an agreement before 2 more talented rappers lose their lives. But with so much
Kinda
blood already
shit up.
spilled, it seems unlikely that either camp will turn the other cheek. If you like this
That ain't
video,
gonna happen.
check out some of our previous videos. From rappers pardoning up their
They're
crimes,
gonna
to rappers
crow, they're
getting
gonna
ran
take
up
each
on.
other out,
We covered the
and then
most
new
insane
generation
stories
gonna
that
come
you need
in,
to
they're gonna
hear.
take each other
Well,
out.
that's all for
They're gonna-
today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button.
Yeah, I checked that channel out. But yeah, Rick Ross had to pay them more.
What you gonna do?
That they're gonna keep coming for his neck.
But I mean, I see it as disrespect because he was like Larry Hoover thing, but at this, I mean that's that gangster. They take a lot of stuff as disrespect. But he literally, from what I remember, it was like one line. He was like, "They think I'm
Yeah.
Big Meech, Larry Hoover," and that was it. So, but I do think he copied the man Larry Hoover that's from up top. You look at his past. Rick Ross kind of tells his story as his story.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if
Pissed off
he,
about
did
that.
it, but it's a lot of comparisons. Especially from Ross coming from a CO. It make more sense that you copy his story than your story.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not taking away from his story, I'm pretty sure he still went through stuff, but a lot of stories that he put out there, the other Rick Ross, like, really, really, did. So,
I don't want that smoke. But make sure y'all like the video, share the video, and we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.